who will be shooting for the men's team gold here on Recurve Sunday. Spain took the gold medal in Guatemala, beating the USA, so riding high in confidence on target number 2 up against a very disciplined German team on target number 1.
And they are positioned on the shooting line as we speak, shooting on target number 1. Representing Germany, please welcome the newest member of the German team, Johannes Meyer. Former World Cup stage winner, Florian Unruh. And a member of the bronze medal team at the season opener, Mad Max Weckmüller. Shooting on target number 2. Representing Spain, the man that shot the final 10 to win gold in Guatemala, Pablo Racha. Mexico City 2015 World Cup final champion, Miguel Alvarino Garcia. And a silver medalist from Guatemala City in individual competition, Danny Castro. The line judge for this matchup is Bettina Katzmüller.
Well, there we have it. The lineups done. Florian Unruh, Max Weckmüller and Johannes Meyer lining up on target number 1 for Germany. Miguel Alvarino Garcia, Daniel Castro and Pablo Acha lining up for the Spanish team. Nikki, you got to fancy Spain to take the double here.
Absolutely. You know, the win off the back of Guatemala, it'd be amazing to see them win gold again, but Germany came through the rounds with 2 tiebreak wins, so if it goes to a tie, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, fantastic prospect in store. Spanish team on target number 2 will begin the gold medal match here. And it's Alvarino who'll get us underway. It's that light again, Nikki. It's just so changeable, isn't it? It's not quite as steady and flat as it was yesterday.
Yeah, and as we talked about before, that really can affect their string picture and what they see, which can cause left and right, so it will play a part.
Castro looking pretty solid. Both arrows from the Spaniards just going a little right.
Yeah, lovely start, but just all going to the right. So whether they've come off a practice field or slightly different conditions, or you know, the wind's slightly different here. We're shooting in like a little temporary stadium, really, and sometimes you get some really strange wind swirls and things which can affect the archers.
Not affecting the Germans, starting off with a 10, but again, you get a good picture of how that light has changed between Spain shooting and now Germany shooting. And the other interesting thing, Nikki, is that one side of the range is closed off and shielded, and the other side is open, the right-hand side, as the archers look down the range.
Yeah, we've seen more left to right winds as well, so I do wonder if that left side, lane number 1, is a little bit more sheltered, possibly.
Beautiful stuff from the Germans. A very solid start from them. A mini 2-point advantage halfway through this first set. It's just what they need as well to put the pressure on the Spaniards whose confidence will be high.
That's right, yeah, opening up with 28 on the first end is a good start for sure.
No.
Very vocal, the Spaniards encouraging each other, talking all the way through as Pablo Acha steps up. The all-important 6th arrow he needs The 10 really to put a bit more pressure on, and he gets it. It's a solid finish that he would have wanted. A 54 for Spain, but a potential 58 available for Germany, who are all three to hit the 10.
9.
Still 57. A potential score here. Germans will not want to let this opportunity slip for an early lead.
Nine.
So another 9 is enough for the 2 set points. And it's the most experienced German, 27-year-old Florian Unruh, who's anchoring the team.
9.
9 is what they needed. 9 is what they've got. And a 2 set point lead for the Germans. Nikki, the Germans looking very strong.
They are very calm. Like I said, communicating well between each other. That's important in the team round. You've got that support behind you. And yeah, a good start for both teams, to be fair. 54, 55. Fairly good scores. First set out here.
Yeah,
and these teams are looking for Olympic qualification themselves in the final qualifier in Paris. So not just the gold medal at stake here, but a confidence builder going into Paris. Of course, we said Spain have won in the first stage in Guatemala. A very strong performance, in fact, against the USA. So second final in a row. You'd have to say they were favourites coming in, but after the first set, I fancy Germany here.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult to come and win 2 back-to-back World Cup stages. I mean, you just don't appreciate how hard these events are to win, so it would be absolutely unprecedented. I think that last time in Guatemala was their first ever gold team medal, so to back it up with a second one straight away would be incredible.
Well, they certainly have bags of confidence, having simply made this final. Gold and silver, not a bad start to the season, especially after the break that we've had. But they trail here, Spain. Garcia, world number 32, get the second set underway.
Now.
Long hold here for Danny Castro, but look at the grouping there. 2 9s. A little bit more of a confident start from the Spaniards in this second set.
Fantastic grouping, isn't it? Again, a little bit to the right, so they're just going to make some adjustments to their sights, you know, just to utilise that. Could have been 3 10s, the size of the group, so they've got to move them over.
Yeah, but it does bode well, doesn't it, that grouping, that they're all shooting. It means they're all executing their shots well, and the communication between them is fantastic in terms of the aim. So it is just that little click to the left, and they should all be in the 10s. And an 8 for Germany to start their second set means they already notionally are trailing by a point. Fixed immediately. A beautiful 10 there. He's very calm, isn't he, Florian Unruh? Just taking his time. Beautiful. An 8 to start meant the pressure just slightly turned up for the Germans, and then Weckmuller and Unruh bang it into the 10. Still right, and in fact a little bit more right than the others. Just starting to get the feeling this is already starting to creep away from the Spaniards so early in the match.
Yeah, they're really going to have to push it hard here, and that X is really going to help.
Castro is the star man in Guatemala for the Spanish team, and he's put a 10 down the 70-metre range here in Lausanne. But look at that time, nearly running out, but Archer still able to get a 10, and a 55 just puts a little bit more pressure on the Germans, but they have looked calmness personified.
We've got a timing issue, so an issue with the timer clocks has occurred, so it looks like they're just going to wait and reset those perhaps. So the archers get 2 minutes to shoot their arrows. Works out to about 20 seconds per archer per arrow. But you know, if you do as a 3, take a little bit more time. You might take 1 minute and 5 seconds the first half before the switch. You know, that doesn't matter as long as you're all within that 2 minutes overall for that end.
And the line judge there, I think you're right. Just looking to have the clock reset. A 10-second countdown for the Germans is on the board already.
Timing system here. Of course, Team Germany still has 3 arrows to shoot in this second set. A tight situation. If you look at the arrows shot by Team Spain in the final 3, 2 10s with an 8 there as well. We'll see how the German outfit can fare up against España in a crucial set.
I think if you know they've lost the timing that they had on that clock, they'll just give them 20 seconds per arrow. So they'll probably just be given a minute now to shoot these 3 arrows, as would be in regulation time. So they just need to reset that clock and get them underway. But you know what the Germans thinking at this point in the set. You know, they're up. You know, they've got potential to take it. Now you've been delayed. You know, and this is very rare. I mean, in this sort of competition, you don't normally go by the clocks. If the clocks are unofficial, they should continue with the rules. But obviously, the judges stepped in there to take hold of proceedings. But you know, they've got to keep their minds on the job now. You know, not let their minds wander. Get back on track as soon as they're ready to go.
Yeah, certainly a break in rhythm for the Germans. Looks like we've fixed that situation. And as you can see, 64 has come up on the clock. And as Nicky was saying, 2 minutes to shoot your 6 arrows. But they're broken up into segments of 3 arrows each. And they had to just do a little quick count back to see how many seconds the Germans had already used of their 120. All fixed now. Germans back on the line. Got to get back into the groove. Quick shot there as well. Beckmuller unfazed, gets a 10, and that's a 10 for Johannes Meyer as well. And look at this huge opportunity here. A 7 would bring them level. Anything more, and they're going to have a 4-set point lead. To 9, so more than enough. A 57 for the Germans, looking incredibly strong despite the unexpected break they had when the timing clocks broke down halfway through their 6 arrows. They came straight back out and landed a 10.
Germany now is in a strong, commanding position against Team Spain for the gold medal contention.
It was a set of time-related issues as Castro there landing his arrow. Look at that clock countdown on the right-hand side. He just released the arrow in time.
Yeah, they really ran it tight there, didn't they? But it looked from that timing clock on the field to be within the time regulation, no problem.
And that was what instigated the breakdown in the timing system, because I think that clock counted down to 0, even though the arrow was released by Archer in time, and that then reset everything on the other side. But they managed to fix it, and the crucial thing here, Nicky, is that the Germans have this 4-set point lead, 4-0, which means they'll shoot second, the Spanish have to shoot first, and all they have to do is match the Spaniards to take the gold here.
Yeah, tie is going to be enough, so best of 4 sets. 1 more point for them is going to be enough to take the match. So, you know, they've just got to keep their heads, keep doing the same thing, and, you know, they really could cause an upset here.
Well, we are at the foot of the Alps here in Lausanne, and the Spaniards They've really got a massive mountain to climb.
See the padding around the middle finger there, so a lot of the bow weight is on that middle finger for most archers, and if there is some soreness there, you know, you've got to be careful not to get blisters because that can stop you shooting altogether, so that just helps any discomfort really.
Nervy times for Spain here. Brilliant finishing shot there from Pablo Acha. First half of their 6 arrows done and dusted, but just a 25 for them. How much confidence Weckmuller, Meyer and Unruh going to have right now?
They'll be pretty unaware probably of what's happening over there. They've just got to stick to their game plan, but Spain really did need to put the pressure on. That, you know, 25 is just probably not enough here, and let's see what Germany's reply is.
If you look at the route through, another 10 from the Germans. You look at the route through for Spain to this gold medal match. A tiebreaker shoot-off with Bangladesh was followed by 2 6-0 wins over Russia and the Netherlands. As Nikki said at the top, Belgium and Italy pushed Germany into shoot-offs on their route to the final. Confident 6-2 win over France in the quarterfinals, though. They are looking incredibly strong here. What can Garcia, Castro and Acha do to put the pressure on?
9.
They've centred up a little bit here, haven't they?
Yeah, you know, is it just too little too late? You know, perhaps the pressure's off a little bit more now, but they've got to seal this to the 10 to have any chance at all, but it's going to have to be a massive error from Germany.
8.
Well, and that's opened the door even further. A 51 in the end for Spain, with a 59 available to the Germans. Lots of wiggle room here.
10.
Sehr gut, Max. Alles gut. Gleichmäßig. Schöne 10.
This is very impressive from the Germans. A 2 to win. I think this is done dusted. It's their most experienced man on the German squad, Florian Unruh, who's anchoring the team. Really just needs to hit the target here for gold. Lovely finish. A 58 for the Germans, worthy of any victory at any World Cup stage, but it was a dominant win for the Germans. They take the Recurve men's team gold 6-0 over Spain.
What a stellar performance indeed by 2 of the most prominent teams since the start of the
Nervy, I'd have to say, for Spain. The Germans, contrastingly, very, very solid, very, very professional.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. I think maybe that pressure of back-to-back gold medals was just too much for the Spaniards, but Germany just so strong. I mean, 55, 57, 58 at the end there, just building and building. That's going to give them so much confidence now going towards, you know, the final stage in Paris, and then, you know, trying to get their spots then for the Olympic Games. So, you know, they're going to take a lot away from this week.
Yeah, stunning stuff from the Germans here in Lausanne. They've taken gold in the Recurve men's team event against the Spaniards. Spaniards will walk away a little disappointed right now, but a gold and silver from the first two stages is pretty impressive from them as well. Both teams looking forward to preparations for Paris and the final Olympic qualifier.